Hello everybody, this is Worst Savage Reviews coming at you with another tip on Clear Obscure. Today I want to talk about my build to defeat Simon. I was having a hard time defeating Simon, so I decided to use a lot of my Lumina points and try to develop a strategy that could easily take out Simon without a whole lot of skill, and this is what I came up with. Now the best part about this build, only Mael is really required to have a lot of Lumina points. The other characters don't need a lot of Lumina points, even though my characters have a lot of Lumina points. Also, you only need Mael and 2 supporting characters. Without any further hesitation, let's go ahead and look at the characters and the build. First, we're going to look at Lune. So those are her Lumina points, 548. Yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot of Lumina points, but it's not hard if you farm them. Those are her stats, in case you're wondering. Now we're going to move on to Verso. Those are his Lumina points and his stats. And finally, moving forward to Mael, and those are her stats and the amount of Lumina points that she has. Now we're going to move on to Pictos, and first we're going to start off with Lune and talk about the Pictos that she uses. And now we're going to be going over Pictos and highlighting the most important Pictos that you're going to need for this build. So the first thing you're going to need is Auto Death. Then the next thing we're going to do is Breaking Death. Breaking Death fills up the enemy's break bar upon death. Now the next Pictos is going to be Shielding Death. So basically when you die, it gives 3 shields over to Mael, which is important for a buff that we'll talk about later. Now the next Pictos is going to be First Strike. You're going to need this in all your characters. Basically, this allows you to strike first before the enemy strikes. The next Pictos is going to be Exposing Attack. You're going to need this. That way you cast Defenseless on your base attack, which is going to pair up with one of Mael's Pictos. Real quick, that's just what else I have equipped. You can take a picture of the top part, bottom part, but that's everything I have equipped with Lune. Actually, I left off 2 Pictos. You will need Cheater and you will need Marking Shots for this build. And now we're going to talk about Verso's Picto. And we have Auto Death, just like we had in Lune. We have Breaking Death, and we have Death Bomb for funsies, first before the enemy strikes. And that's all you really need with Verso. If you want, you can take a snapshot of what I have equipped on top. There's the bottom part of the Pictos, but that's all you need equipped with Verso. Now here's where we get really down and dirty. This is everything I have Mael, and a lot of this is going to be needed. Now I do have Energizing Shell and Auto Shell to generate 2 AP at the start of battle. I have First Defensive to give me a 50% damage boost on my first attack. I have First Strike to ensure that I get my first strike on the enemy before the enemy strikes on me. I have Glass Cannon to ensure a 25% more damage boost on my first attack. Now I have Greater Powerful that synergizes with Auto Shell and Power on Shell to give me a 15% damage boost on defenseless enemies. Immaculate's going to give me a 30% increased damage boost. In Media Res is going to give me 3 shields on top of the other 6 shields I get from Shield on Death from my other characters. Inverted Affinity is going to give us a 50% damage boost while inverted. I had mentioned earlier about Powerful on Shell. And then next we have Powerful Shield, which gives us 10% for every shield we have equipped, which is going to be 9 total shields, which gives us a 90% increase in damage. Then we have Roulette, which is everybody's favorite RNG, will I make it or die, Pictos, and hopefully with the Roulette we get that 200%. Now we have Shield Affinity, which gives us a 30% increased damage while having shield. We have Teamwork Pictos, which gives us 10% while all allies are alive. And we have Warming Up, which gives us 5% for every turn, which gives us another 5% damage increase.
That's a lot of damage.
So in this playthrough, I've already defeated Simon, but I want to show you how to play with this build. I've already defeated Simon, as you can see, so I can only go through the first phase of the Simon fight. But let me show you how exactly this build works. So we are going to enter into this fight, and I have Lune attacking first. Now everybody is going to die, which causes that breaking bar to fill. With Lune, I'm going to go ahead and take my free aim shot. I'm going to use all my free aim shots just because there's no real reason other than to break them. And then once all the free aim shots are complete, I'm going to use my base attack to apply Defenseless to Simon. Now in the second turn, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my free aim shots to mark Simon. Once I get that mark, I'm going to pass it off to Mael. Now the best thing about Mael is she's already all buffed up. There's nothing to do. All we're going to do with Mael is we're going to go ahead and pick Stendhal, and with Stendhal it's going to automatically kill it. It's one shot. Now this build, you're either going to one shot and kill him and celebrate, or you're going to get that bad roulette at 50% and not 200%, and you're going to end up dying. So this isn't 100% going to work all the time, but 1 out of every 2 times it's going to work. As you can see, 77.7 million damage with that one hit, which is going to kill Simon on both the first phase and second phase. And that's it. There's nothing to it. If you like this video, hit like, hit subscribe, helps the channel. Until next time, Worst Average Reviews. Take care. Bye.